hear myself. All right, we got this. Let's do this. Oh, I gotta change the name of the thing. CP2. Yo, what's up? What's up, Kidarta? What's up, Kit Kat? Kala la la la. Okay, we got this. Let's go. Today, we're actually gonna finish the song that we have to finish. So let me leave this open so I can read chat because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to read it. What's up, Navy Blue? I might disable my camera if I feel like it makes no sense for me to have it on. How am I feeling about streaming every day? I think it's good. I think it's gonna be good. I don't know how it works. Um. Anyways, let's go into it. So I don't know if I should disable the camera though. I am live now, Seeps fam. What do you mean I'm live? Yes, it's a live stream. Lean Palma. Hola Jay, saludos desde Argentina cuando se tocó Blackpink Cream explotó todo. Increíble. Qué buena onda. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is work on the instrumental for the breaks because yesterday we worked on the drop. My computer will crash a little bit, like not crash, but will struggle, but it's okay. Time to bloom. What's up, bro? Sorry, did not show up as you being live. I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Seebs? Again, ending the day with a stream, bro. 9:30 p.m. It's crazy because yesterday it was like 7 a.m., right? So you're ending and starting your projects, your days with me. That's insane. Let me show you something cool. This quartz, for example. Someone was asking yesterday how to find your signature sound, and I told them what's really important about a signature sound is, uh, yeah, what I think it's important about your signature sound is making sure that you find a couple techniques that you really enjoy, and then you double down on them. For example, listen to this chord progression. I mean, naturally, it already sounds like J in a way, but the way I process things, it's usually the same way every time. So it ends up getting this Jay Eskar tone to it. So without it, with it. So yeah, tonality is everything, you know. So I'm using Isotope Trash for this. Basically, it's using a convolver which is an electric gate effects condenser mic separated by 16 decibels and some width, also some dynamics, also some distortion, so push pull, and then a filter, so I can boost these frequencies right here. But overall, like, yeah, that's what I'm usually I use the same plugins for everything. Like if you look at this, like I either use Camel Crusher and EQ or some sort of other distortion.
I can feel the air tonight.
Holy shit, it scared the shit out of me. I accidentally clicked on a thing. Kit Kat Studio 55. Thanks so much for joining. This is what I anticipated after seeing it on your IG. Yeah, I'm making streams every time. I think it's gonna be the only way I go back to making music often. I'm gonna try to do it daily if I can. I don't know for how long though, but I'll probably do it often. I also told my girlfriend like I'm at a point where I sort of have no friends right now. I mean, I just don't have any friends. So I told her like yesterday that I did the live stream. It just felt like uh, I don't know. I was talking to friends. So I'm gonna do this every single day because I'm a very social person. But I have I don't know. Life is interesting. So sometimes you don't have any friends, and so that's what this is feeling like. So, anyways, let's go into it. Yeah, we're your friends. We're all friends here. I mean, we all love doing the same things. It's pretty interesting. So, the kick that I'm using on the brakes, I think needs some work. Or actually, I mean, I've chosen all of them already. I need to get rid of the clicks because there's a click going on. So, with that, I can get rid of that. And then there's also, oh, this one already has that. But yeah, what's up? Appreciate you guys. Don't make us cry. No, I don't think we're gonna. It's not nothing sad. I was just saying, like, bro, I don't know. Once you go above 25, I think making friends gets harder. And in the industry, it's just like I don't know, weird. Not everyone is your friend, I guess. But okay, so let's start with the bass. Do we like the bass? I haven't changed anything, to be honest. I'm actually gonna double it down. I'm gonna separate the sub for this. I'm literally just gonna use something like 3x oscillator, bro. Bro, 3x oscillator. Who's using that? In the big 26. Yo, what's up, Rike? All the people on the stream, yeah, they're the best. Oh, you can send a lot of hearts to this. That's really cool. What does top fans mean? I don't get it. Also, if there's anything I should... Hey, yo, what's up, Martin? If there's anything I should include on the stream, I will implement it. G2, that's crazy. But, since it's too low, I'm gonna focus a little bit on making the song, okay? So sorry if I don't reply fast. And then we can try some different sound for this. Maybe that's gonna work. Who knows? I'm honestly just testing out. Mm, preset loaded, but nothing's loading. What the hell? Uh, Something is happening. I need to refresh this thing because it's not. I need to download the entire preset library. I want to share some chords with you. I don't know about you, Jay, but do you still have the heart to make your old Future Bound style? Uh, I don't know, bro. I just don't find it as interesting anymore. It sounds super childish to me. Um, and I mean, I've grown. I'm a human. It's normal for people to grow. You know. Sounds pretty cool. Let's see another sound. Everything sort of sounds the same with this. We just keep it like this, doesn't matter. Let's look at the. Maybe that's not the right sound, but we'll remember it's panoramic sight. So, next. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I don't think. It sounds so good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna work on the vocals. I mean, I'm just trying to make it make sense. But basically, the vocals.
Cause you're frozen to touch when your temperature drops. You're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day
I'm gonna make a couple channels. So for the vocal, I'm gonna dog this to the right. I'm gonna dog this to the right as well. Just a random one. Yo, what's up, Axo Synth? No, it didn't become repetitive because of that. It became repetitive because nobody tried to innovate. That's it. And everybody that was good at making Future Bounce, because Future Bounce was not easy to make, I gotta be honest. It was not easy. That's why there were only a couple people that were actually making good Future Bounce. And I can name them, or I can what's it called? The amount of people that were able to make good Future Bounce, you could name them with your fingers, if that makes sense. There weren't that many guys that were good at making Future Bounce. That was the main problem. Uh, Most people were not good at it. That was just the problem, and everyone else was just trying, but nobody. I swear, there was only Mike Williams, Brooks, Mesto, Dirty Palm. Maybe some of my songs were good, but I gotta be honest, I don't remember any other good Future Bounce producers, and that was a problem. There were only limited. Um, there was only a limited amount of people that could do it well, like actually good. And I think that was a problem. That was really the problem. Rude Lies was also good, but he moved to other genres way before that. Um, so the problem with anything really is when everything is some sort of limited. Um, Jordi Rivera was good, but he stopped making uh, Future Bounce when he started ghost producing for other people. So he doesn't really count because he wasn't very active. How many tracks did he actually make, Future Bounce wise? It was only like three. So then John, he was very good as well, but he wasn't making millions of tracks either. Like I don't think if you ask a Future Bounce lover, name five artists that make Future Bounce. I don't think John would be part of it, but he was good. You know, he was pretty good. I just mean like the problem with Future Bounce was that it's very freaking hard to make. I swear, it's one of the hardest genres ever. And then there was also only just a few people that could make it because the sound of Future Bounce was very distinctive. And then what happened? Uh, in my opinion, the guys that ran the community, the Future Bounce community, uh, had a different future. That's all I can say. But that's why I know nobody's making Future Bounce anymore. What's up, Prince of Persia? Mal momento para no saber inglés. ¿En serio no estamos hablando del Future Bounce y de pues, que estaba muy limitado? Brooks is the best. He was the best, for sure. I believe so too. Cause you're frozen too. So I'm gonna add a snap delay on this with. Where is it? Yeah, this guy's the people that were making Future Bounce were mostly like, yeah, I don't know, bro. Cause you're frozen to touch when your temperature drops. Cause you're frozen to touch. Cause you're frozen to touch. Has to be a little bit faster. Cause you're frozen to touch.
'Cause you're frozen to touch. 'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops. 'Cause you're frozen to touch.
Let's just leave it at 69 for the jokes.
'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops. You're getting colder.
Now let's do the reverb. I was gonna share with you guys like the community itself just started to mostly hate each other rather than just support it. I gotta be completely honest. Like I've said, there was only a few people that were able to make the genre, and then those people that were making the genre were not people that like to uh I don't know how to say it. Like I don't want to talk bad about anyone, but let's just let's just stop the future bounce topic. It just died because of COVID. That's literally why it died. Whatever you guys say, like yo, it's because this or that. Like it's actually COVID, bro. It stopped because of COVID. A lot of people had to go back to work a normal life or a normal job, and then a lot of people also just were not playing shows. So that made them have to do music that was more for the radio. So that was a problem, bro. Real problem was that.
'Cause you're frozen to touch.
There's one called like vocal something. There you go. Lead direct. Only reverb.
'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops. You're getting colder. 'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops.
I can barely hear it, so.
'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops. You're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this hypothermia. 'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops. You're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this hypothermia.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like this, bro. What am I doing? Who knows?
'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops.
Listen, for vocals, what I usually use is just Waves plugins, and it's I literally have a preset around here. I think. I don't remember how I saved presets here. Maybe I have it here. I don't remember. I remember I had like a I don't know where I saved it, to be honest. Base shaper. Why did I open something? Man, what is this?
'Cause you're frozen.
No. I'm just gonna use the spirit for this vocal because this vocal is pretty much done. I showed Sidechain on my live stream yesterday. I've never listened to Sharks, by the way. I don't listen to Sultan anymore. Yeah, the Asunder and Jay collab. I don't know. It just feels outdated to me. And you have to release music you feel excited about. I don't feel excited about it. That's why I'm not releasing it. But
'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops. You're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this hypothermia. You're getting got me feeling hypothermia.
That's the drop for you. How long did it take you to take professional grade stuff from when you first started? I mean, I started when I was 9, so I'm 28 now, bro. And I gotta say, I don't know when my music started sounding professional. But I remember a specific time where I was about 13 or 12 and I entered a remix competition. I think it was like Dead Mouse remix competition. And when I made that remix, everyone in the comments were like, "Yo, I can't believe you're making music this good." And I mean, if I listen to that remix again, that remix sucks, but that made me feel like it was professional grade stuff. So maybe that's when I first did it. But that was like 3 years after I started making music. So you know what happened to Bad Reputation? They're working. They're just working, bro. Uh, Literally working. I think couple probably a year ago. They're doing well. They're just working, and they're both, you know, in a relationship with I mean with their partners, whatever. So it's like they're spending a lot of time on that too. So they're basically just turning into little adults that are just living adulthood, basically. Where's the vocal from? I think it's like I've made a couple ads for vocal websites, and I'm not sure if this website was vocalized or vocal or if it's from Vocalfy. I have no clue. Just know that I have it and I'm gonna use it. Locate file. Let me locate it. Yeah, actually, oh, I have not only I have more stuff. I don't know where this is from. I gotta be honest. Yo, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the coffee. Get a coffee, Jay. Thanks for this. Means so much. Yeah, water belt. Yeah, I like the jumps. How do you mix low end? In order for us to mix low end easier, we need a ton of sidechain. That's the trick, bro. I'm sorry I didn't see your donation before, bro, but appreciate it. En español, carnal. No. What is this? It's just it's just an empty thing. Let's get the dubs and harmonies and lead box, and then this inside FL because vocal is a little bit empty. I like the instrumental is a little bit empty. Like I don't know, breakdown is not like my favorites, but I need space. Hello, move, move. There you go. So we got a ton of stuff. Thank you for asking what stuff about the vocal.
Confusion's taking over the space between each breath.
Wait, what is this? What is this BPM?
Confusion's taking over the space between each breath.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Confusion,
I hate this sound.
confusion's taking over the space between each breath is getting close. Confused.
I want to see what this shout is. Oh, okay. So it's you can put it in the drop. Now I just need to find what freaking BPM this originally is because at some point I knew what the BPM was. So what is going on? Did I just delete everything? I'm working so because I'm reading the chat. My bad. I'm usually not this slow when working. Okay, so all of these should be same length as the other one. What's going on? I don't know, and I don't care. I'm just gonna choose all of them. I'm gonna click here, and then I'm just gonna drag everything till they're the same notes. They're not the same notes, it's the same length. There you go. So now everything is on beat. What is this gonna sound like? Did I also change the key? Yeah, so it's 2 down. 1, 2 down. Yeah. Okay, so I have to take it down. And I have to do this for every single vocal. There's effects and everything. Like the vocal is pretty much done. Let's get all of these here. What is this?
Throw me out the line, I'm sinking. I'm not losing to touch, 'cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops, you're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this hype.
I absolutely hate the bass I added.
Cause you're frozen to Cause you're frozen to Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops, you're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this.
This sounds horrendous. Holy shit. Okay. This stretch probably. That bass sounds better. Let me read some of the comments. Can you upload your file to TuneBat to know the BPM? I didn't have to. I fixed it easily. Sharks. Never heard about sharks. Lacho, ¿qué onda, güey?
Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops.
There's something off about this vocals. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. Honestly, I'm gonna go here and then macros. Switch all of them to Stretch Pro. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but computer might die.
Cause you're frozen to touch.
Okay, now it sounds good.
When your temperature drops, you're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this hypothermia.
Yeah, this is sounding so much better. So, okay. I gotta send all of those vocal stems to here. I'm gonna do it like this, like channel routing, selected channels, starting from this track. So now we have all of them. And then we can create a vocal out. And then we can put the main vocal here. And then put all of these, go directly to our vocal out.
Cause you're frozen to touch. To this hypothermia.
I like this. I just think I need to add something else.
Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops.
I'm just gonna clone this and then add the sound I originally had, which was something like panoramic sight. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Cause you're frozen.
This is messed up. We need to link it to a controller, which is it might be something like uh the Prince macro channel pitch. No, I gotta check. I gotta check. So this one is linked to SSD number 2. So this one.
Yeah. Cause you're frozen. Yeah. Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops, you're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this. Yeah. Cause you're frozen to touch. Yeah. Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops, you're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to this hypothermia. Yeah. Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops.
Yep, okay. I've got a pretty accurate recreated Deadmau5. Definitely needs harmonies. His imaginary friends ARP plug in the build. Yeah, no, this is exactly why I'm working on this, because it's not done. It needs a lot of things, I know. It's no surprise to me.
Got me feeling hypothermia. You got me feeling hypothermia. Got me feeling hypothermia.
What is this? Ew. The bass out of nowhere. Yo, just started live streaming. Yeah. So high is high on cortisol. I actually find it super relaxing for some reason. Maybe I'm weird. Actually, I am weird. What's my opinion on producing a song fully but using AI vocals? Don't even ask me that. Don't even ask me that.
You got me feeling hypothermia. Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops, you're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. And one day I am bound to succumb to.
My computer is absolutely dying. It's getting destroyed. So I'm getting rid of this.
You got me feeling hypothermia. Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops,
Yeah, this kills my computer. This is the problem. This is my problem. I love creative audio plugins, but they're so heavy on PC. It's insane. It's actually insane. Raise your hands. Everybody raise your hands so my computer can get some power. No, that's only because I have ozone on, but I'm just going to disable it so I can produce.
you got me feeling hypothermia. Cause you're frozen.
just gonna add this right from the start so people can dance right from the start. Yeah. And
Yeah, cause you're frozen to touch when your temperature drops.
then I'm gonna add the clap after like 4 bars.
You're getting colder. You got me feeling hypothermia. Feeling hypothermia. Cause you're frozen to touch when you take.
As you can see, I never use Valhalla. I only use reverb. Reverb 2. Fruity. I like fruity reverb. But I do have Valhalla future verb. And what you do is you put it on your sense channel and then you then change the mix. That's pretty much it. It's not gonna it's the yeah. There's no dry signal, but that's all you have. My suggestion is to always add a EQ before any send channel. That way you can make sure that anything that goes in your send channel is is cleaned. Just so you guys know, I'm a little bit sleepy because I woke up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym because my girlfriend and I are supposedly gonna make a better use of the day because we've been going to the gym at 6 p.m. And then when we basically she gets out of work, we go exercise, and then we come back and we sleep basically because we're so tired. So we decided to go early so we could have some extra time after work, so we could I don't know do anything we want, go to the movies or anything with no problem. But actually, she's actually sleeping right now, so I think I need to go wake her up now. But should be working. I think I actually highly need to go wake her up. Give me one second. I didn't go to sleep, but she did. So give me 1 second. Estás muy lista conmigo, ¿verdad? ¿Eh? No manches, Melissa, no. Pues ahorita contesta lo que puedas y te acuestas otra vez. No mames. Guys, I'm back. I am back. Bigger, smaller, bigger. Okay, smaller. My hair is a little bit fuzzy, but that's because I don't have anything to put on. Anyways, okay, so we're back. Thank you so much for the wait. Time to bloom. Sending you a big hug. Thank you so much for coming. All right, let's actually putting the work on this. I'm not the happiest with the chord progression, to be honest. So I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Hypothermia. 'Cause you're frozen to.
I need another bass. Another one. I already had a good one from the start, but then I changed it because I thought I was really cool. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Temperature drops. You're getting cold.
Oh, interesting sub.
Feeling hypothermia. 'Cause you're frozen to touch. When your temperature drops. You're getting colder.
Yeah, I know my computer is dying, but I just wanted to hear how it sounded like with the master on because I remember I work with my master on.
Feeling hypothermia. 'Cause you're frozen to touch.
Thank you for the bass suggestion. I would try it out, but I already had one. That's my problem. I already had one which I liked, so I don't want to use another one because I had one, and I think it was like a chainsaw string.
Feeling hypothermia. 'Cause you're frozen to touch.
I think it was this one. Let me show you guys something cool. I actually worked on this. I'm gonna just steal the bass from the project I originally had. I had this project once, and I made it because I wanted to make a Let You Down too, but then I got asked to make a remix for two really big guys, and I made the remix, but they didn't like it. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did because I changed the project. Like I wanted to. I worked on it so much, bro. What the hell? So I'm gonna show you guys that version of this project because I tried changing it, but then they didn't like it. Like they said, like, oh no, this is not what we're looking for. And I spent like a bro. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys that project, and then I'm gonna go back to the project because the original project that we're working on. I'm just checking this other project also so I could steal the bass that I was using on that. I think it was like I don't know which bass was it. Shout out to Hungary Kid Cat. That's so cool. What Mac are you using and how much RAM? I'm using an M1 and it has 16 gigabytes of RAM, but it's horrible. As you guys can see, my computer dies constantly. Oh, this sounds so freaking good. Listen to this. I made this chord progression for a remix competition. No, no, never mind. It's not a remix competition. It's a remix that I made for two guys, which I don't want to name.
Stop your world from shaking. Rest.
I'm almost 100% sure I'm not gonna be able to play the drop, but let's see. Oh, it's the same project, okay? So if you're like, ah, it sounds exactly like the track, it's the same fucking project, okay? Don't try to be a smartass. No, my computer's not able to play it. I'm sorry. Let me turn off the master, although it's gonna sound like shit, but whatever. It sounds so much better with master. I'm telling you. Like, let me show you guys. So that project, yeah, it was supposed to be a remix for. It was, but it's not. It was supposed to be a remix for Alan Walker and Steve Aoki. They didn't like it.
Someplace not too far from here, there's somewhere I can disappear and I go where only I know. When tears are falling down your face, I might just know a little place. Shall we go where only we know? Stop your world from shaking. Rest your head on my shoulder now. When there's no way out, oh, I'll come find you. Lay beside you now. Welcome to the lonely club, where the lonely shadows of the night, where no one's ever left behind. No, where do we go? Running, running, running into the wild. Just know I'm always by your side. So where do we go? Welcome to the lonely club.
Basically, this is what I made for them. But Brooks talked about how labels no longer want his style of music, and he's adapting to what they asked for. That is more techno. No response to that. This is not true. Don't fall for this though. Don't. This is so not true. I'm reading a comment that says Mofog has already found a normal job, and he wants to stop making music for the same reason. It's more TikTok than good music now. Don't fall for this. It's not true. It's always been about the music, bro. It is still about the music. Don't fall for this shit. This is some bullshit, like almost propaganda, bro. It's not true. There's I am in no way a better musician than Mofog, and I'm still here. Why? I'm not gonna reply. I'm not gonna tell you why. But also the idea that you guys have with Brooks that oh it's because you have to fit your music. You have to make your music fit labels. That is so bullshit, bro. So fucking bullshit. I don't know. If you're doing so because you want to earn money, because that's the only thing you care about, there are many other ways to make money. I would prefer to, you know, spend time making sample packs, making videos, making brand partnerships. Mofog cannot say he doesn't like to make videos because he was making streams. He knows how to record. But the problem is, he was listening to a dumbass, I'm sure. There must be one or two dumbasses in his life which are not inspiring him. They're just telling you, they're all just complaining. There's so many freaking artists out there that just like to complain. And the problem with that is that that's like a virus, bro. If you talk to people that are constantly complaining, they will infect you. You will get infected. Thoughts transfer, whether you believe it or not. But so where am I going with this? First of all, music isn't only about TikTok. That is false. If you think TikTok is a bad thing for us, you're also completely lost. This is literally the easiest time there's ever been where you can make music and share it with others. There literally has never been an easier way to do so. Yes, there's a lot of competition, but there was also competition when radio was a thing. There was 20 fucking million people already sending discs to radio. So don't tell me like, oh, it's before it was so easy. You could just make a good song and then labels uh, will just sign you. It was never like that, bro. Don't fall for that propaganda shit, bro. Don't fall for it. Here's my suggestion: talk to people that are positive. Surround yourself with people that look at the bright side of things. If you don't have anyone like that around you, go read a fucking book, inspire yourself, and be the one that inspires others. Be the one that is positive. Regarding labels, if you're making music for labels, when are you going to make music for you? I don't care if you're making music for labels at the end of the day, but like if you're only making it again so you can earn money, oh, it's because I want to release it with a label because otherwise I'm gonna get like low streams and then I'm not gonna get paid, bro. Make money other ways. There's so many other ways to make money. Like I'm telling you, I'm gonna make a stream this week. I'm gonna be streaming every day, but I'm gonna make a stream later where later on this week where I'm gonna basically answer any doubts, give you guys some advice into how to make money as a musician. Um, okay, which I'm sure that could help. But yeah, the music world will end when you have to adapt to their standards to sign with label. Change my mind. I completely agree. I completely agree. I mean, but it's always been like this. This comment Brooks is saying is not a like, bro. It's always been like this, bro. There's always been two or three producers saying like, "Oh, I want to sign with labels, and I'm not like doing. I have to change my sound because I want to release with labels, bro." It's always been like this. This is not because of TikTok. This is because people don't know what they want, and they want to be told what they should be doing. They can think for themselves, so they have to come up with their own. They can't come up with their own wants and needs because they don't have any. They're expecting somebody to tell them like, this is what you should do because they don't know what they want to do. If you seriously wanted to do something, you would do it. You wouldn't wait for anyone to accept it. So no hate, but it's just like, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna steal the bass and also the lead and also everything about this. So this is troubled reflection. Okay, so this bass was Cinedrone. Can you guys remind me which bass it was? I'm just gonna okay, Cinedrone. Give it a heart. There you go. So Cinedrone. And then we got Dusty Arp for the top. I'm just gonna write it down, bro. Actually, uh, Sticky notes. Do I have any? I don't want to open notes because I have too many things written down with information. Stickies, it's called. I think this is also gonna have information. No, it doesn't. So, Dusty Art. Hi Jay, thank you for making me start making music. I've been listening to you since I was 16. Now I'm 23. Wow. That's so awesome, bro. I love that. The amount of automation clips makes me feel like a baby producer. Automation clips does not automatically relate to you being a good producer. So don't worry. Drone was the bass, and then for the top, troubled reflection. This makes a good layer, right? With the master on, everything sounds so much better. But I can't. I'm gonna do something with this project soon, okay? With you guys on stream. Because they didn't like it, so maybe we could release this song and then the one I've been working on since the beginning as an EP, you know? Because they're very fucking similar. Or they're sort of the same song. They're the same project. I wouldn't want to change like a new one per se, but uh okay. Is it necessary that an artist should have a signature sound to stand out? Thank you for inspiring us with your music. I don't think it's necessary for you to have a signature sound. I just think you have uh interesting ideas, you know. Even if you're replicating someone else's sound, if you do it right, then you don't necessarily need a signature sound. So this was Troubled Reflection. That's the one we got. Cool. So we're gonna get rid of this. So we need to add this. That's the only thing I'm missing on the thing. Yeah, this is it. So I'm gonna go here and then add it. This was, I mean, it could be anything, I think, right? But it was Dusty Arp. I think it could have been anything. And then the bass was Cinedrone. Cinedrone. Oh, that is very low. Okay, so this is sounding a little bit better, but now this thing is it's a little bit overwhelming, whatever. He's only streaming, not making music anymore. Cool. messages go all the way there. I like your music. Love comes from China. Yo, shout out to China, bro. Um, I want to go to China sometime. I really do. Maybe not to play, but as a traveler, fellow traveler. Sounds. I don't know if you guys have used FL Cloud, but this thing is actually quite good. We'll look for a build-up snare because I don't feel like making one right now. Hey Jay, I'm a music producer from South Africa. You've inspired me to fuse my country's biggest genre with EDM, but I struggle with feeling good enough. Any advice for dealing with this producer? That's so awesome, bro. First of all. Then second of all, you don't feel good enough. In what way, bro? What do you mean? Hello from Italy. What's up, Gianluca? Gianluca Cococcia. Ever been to India? No. I wish, bro. No. No. Are these your own vocals? No, they're not mine. They're from a company. I don't know the name of the company, so don't ask me. I don't remember. I just remember I made an ad for them and that's it. What in tarnation happened? Something closed out of nowhere. This didn't even crash, bro. I just okay. Something happened. Something weird happened, but FL just closed out of nowhere. What are we cooking? I'm working on a song that I want to finish. So I can release it soon. I think I can make the chords better now that I think about it. Would love to see you playing Sunburn Festival, bro. It would be a dream. I would love to. I would love to. I've heard many good things about it. I've heard I don't know, mainly because of Kashmir playing there. But he's I think also from India. I don't know. I'm a little bit lost. But... So all right, let's see if we are where we were. Ooh. What is that freaking riser? This is disgusting. I don't want it. I really love this thing. I'm sorry, my computer's dying, but that's because we're getting close to the end of the song. This is hyperthermia, and then we're gonna choose something like 2026 because this is the recovered file, which died on us. Ah, shit. My bad. I was dancing to it and everything. Okay, so there will be audio now. I was just dancing to it. Crazy. Yeah, my bad. Now you should be able to hear it. My master chain is off. By the way, that's why it was working. You know, I was listening to it and it was like, uh, I was listening to it and it was working, even with the master on. But that's because anytime I use my uh, interface, then I can play anything. But if I use this black hole thing, it messes everything up. So, what's your prediction of future EDM? Which genre will pop up more? Whichever genre people spend more money on, that's the one that's gonna pop up. That's literally what it is, bro. It's never about whether a genre is good or not. It's just whether there's a shit ton of marketing behind it. And that's what happens with everything, really, in life. Welcome to consumerism. You will consume whatever uh, people up there want you to consume. That's literally what it is. We don't, I mean, we listen to some genres that we want to listen to. Nobody told us to listen to that, but um, everything that we do, even the way we listen to the music, bro, it's just because we fell into someone's marketing or campaign. That's really what it is, bro. Like if you listen to music like Bad Bunny, that shit's buns. No pun intended. Bad Bunny makes really bad music, but it's still one of the most listened to music ever. Why? Because there's a lot of money behind it, bro. Not because it's good music. And someone will say, "Oh, bro, but I like dancing to that." Good for you. Most popular it's ever been right now. I'm sure. This is sounding pretty good. Sounding better. Nice, 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 nice. Now I'm gonna control the vocals. I don't want any low frequencies. This is the right kick though. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna look for another kick. It sounds like boomy. Oh, it's because of this dumbass. This thing is messing everything up. So let's just delete it. We don't need it. Listen, now I feel like we just need to fill out the spectrum. Right now it's like it's cool, but how do we fill out this spectrum? Let's try to add extra notes here. Dun, 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 dun. Is it me or your stream volume is very low? A lot of you told me yesterday that the volume was too loud. Oh, it's actually low because now I don't have my master on. So thank you for the feedback. I highly appreciate it. I'm just gonna turn it on, up, like 3 decibels. So it should be something better. Is this louder? It should be better. And anytime I speak, I'm just gonna take the volume down. So good morning. What's up, Matt Keys? Good morning. Just joined. What's up, Kyoku? Thank you so much for joining, bro. We miss you. It's good. Thank you. What's good, Jay? What's up, bro? Thanks for joining. No, I don't hear it twice. The thing is, in order for you to record on Mac, you have to have a certain setup. And if I don't have this on, you're not going to be able to hear anything. But if I enable it, I'm not able to hear anything because it doesn't have an output. It's just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I have to have this on. Otherwise, I cannot hear my desktop audio. Yeah, no, I appreciate you for letting me know. For letting me know though. Um, mm, mm. I don't know. I don't know if I really like that, but what if we add a some sort of distortion? Because right now I feel like it's way too dull. I'm not streaming on Twitch because I don't understand it. Also, I don't have any followers there. I have an account, but I've never used it. I don't have donations activated there either. So it's like it just doesn't make sense for me. There's really no sense. That's why I don't use Twitch. For those of you that missed the stream yesterday, anytime I use Camel Crusher, I just use British Clean, and then it works. But basically, I cannot see it, but I can move it. I can move this presets, and it works. So that's what I'm doing. We can maybe add some slap. Twitch is better for feedback streams. You literally can play any remixes on YouTube. Hello. Doesn't Twitch have like DMCA though? I don't know what that is. So I don't know, to be honest. I'm making an extra melody on the chords, and that's creating extra emotions on it, I think. I like it. Guys can't hear what I'm doing, don't worry. I can't really hear either. I'm just adding extra harmonies. Do I like progressive house? I like it. I like progressive house. I just don't like making it and how everything sounds exactly the same. That's my problem with it. So I need something like this here. Is that gonna sound good? I don't think so, but let's see here. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Ok, facts. Hola, hola Pedro. ¿Harías una canción en español? Ya tengo una en español, se llama A tus pies. Yeah, progressive house is nice, but a lot of it starts to sound the same. It's literally all the same, and they're all copying the same guys. So that's my problem with it. It's just so repetitive, bro. It's literally the same thing over and over again. Oh, this is starting to sound good. I believe this melody just needs an extra like uh something. Damn, I wish I knew music theory too. Uh I wish I knew too. That makes two of us. Look at this sound, so bad. No, this is not it. Listen. I know this has too many high frequencies. Don't worry, okay? I want to make a sound that's like mid like telephone melody. That's not the right sound, but uh Kyoku to what you routed. I just send it to another channel basically. That's what I did, but I didn't route it to anything. Uh Input controller. I use my computer keyboard, but I also have a Kai. Actually, I'm gonna show you just real quick. So this is me in a bigger screen, and I'm gonna move my computer for a little bit, but I have this uh, which I play sometimes whenever I want to find the right melody, basically. But uh, that's it. Let's go smaller now. Oh, I couldn't do a transition. Never mind. I was gonna do a transition. Uh, okay. Let's see. Music theory isn't necessary. It is not necessary, but it is also, it's something you can learn. Like, don't. It's not something set like unique, bro. Like, just look it up on TikTok or on TikTok. Just basic music theory tutorials on a bus or a single channel. My drums I put on a bus channel, but every single drum gets uh soundgudized before the bus channel. And no, I'm not using soundgudizer, but I just take out the low frequencies, etc. And then in the drop, I mean not the drop in the bus channel. Then I add compression, etc. So yeah, where are the vocals from? They're from a website. I'm not sure if it's vocalized or vocal or vocalfy. You think electro is increasing faster in BPM? Yeah, it's going up. It's going up for some reason. People love anything above 132 now. Like 128 is a little bit too slow for people nowadays. I'm gonna get rid of the high frequencies. Yeah, it's just stupid. It's not the right sound. Sounds good, but it's too long. Let's see. This is sounding cool, I think. Just gonna route it. What do you think about releasing songs with AI vocals, Audemy or Suno? Oh, bro, this is such a complex topic. To be honest, such a complex topic, and it's hard for. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I can show you guys a track I made. Maybe I'm not supposed to tell you guys that, but yeah. Um, all you need now is some teeth shattering sound effect as a percussion for the track. I'm gonna add more. I turn on my master. Problem is that I have a vocal here, and then that creates. So I don't want the vocal. I'm trying to delete unused files and save project. No, actually, never mind. I don't want to do that. I want to remove all Edison. I'd never use Edison. Uh, we can do switch to smart disable for all plugins. Yeah, I always have it on, but the thing is, whenever I'm not at streaming, I can actually use it. But now it's yeah. tell me where that melody came from. I don't remember this. Oh yeah, I tried to add the melody. What is going on? Something is messed up. And why do I have this ugly ass melody in here? I don't want it. Something is different about the job. This might be an older file. Da 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 da, but I don't hear that. Older file. Holy, I think something weird happening. Something weird is happening. Yo, Nasco, what's up, bro? Thank you for joining. I'm sorry, I got lost a little bit. Yeah, clipping your master is definitely okay. It's always okay. As long as you have a clipper on. Um, yeah, I mean, I made this song 2 years ago. So, I don't know. Switch Smart. Why did I change the melody? It was melodic before? Which melody? Which melody are you talking about? So, yeah. You show your master channel. Yeah, I basically have a fruity balance and then I turn down the volume before the drop. Basically. Um, and then I have Luftikus, and then I have Ozone, which I've shared with you guys before, so don't share. And it's basically, yeah, a combination of stuff: dynamics, stabilizer, exciter, imager, and then a maximizer. I don't know why it's so big though. And then God particle at 105%. Yeah, no, bro. I mean, the fact that I'm streaming right now, Nasco, it just makes my computer um struggle. It's an M1 and it only has 16 gigabytes, and I've used it like every single, and I've bought it used when I bought it. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's the fact that I have 48,000 sample rate, and I have a 48,000 sample rate on, mostly because whenever I use these headphones, I have to have 48 on whenever I have VSX open, but I'm not using that right now. But if I change it, then anytime I open FL, I have to change it. It's a. You rate other people's tracks. Maybe we can do that for another video, especially because then you guys use vocals from who knows where, and then we get problems with. Last time I made a comment, I almost got sued. That's all I can say. Last time I made a comment about AI, I I was this close to getting sued, unless I deleted everything I mentioned about that. So even if you look for what I said, you will not find it because I had to fucking delete it. So I have no opinion on that. Pretend I'm a kid and I don't know anything about that. So Uh, by the way, that multiband compression trick where you bypass all band and add a 1 decibel to the bass band isn't talked about enough. Yeah, not enough. I don't know. I don't know exactly what you mean, bro. I mean, I understand, but NASCO, yeah, no, it's just the fact that my computer is old, you know? I have, if you can see, settings. I think you can see it, but output and then streaming. I do have hardware encoder, so which should be essentially faster. Maybe for the next one, I'm gonna try HVAC encoder because I know HVAC is better sometimes. So I export my videos in HVAC actually, anytime I export anything. But yeah, it's just my computer, bro. I need to save money into getting an actual like good computer. But the thing is, I mean, there's also 70 tracks running right now, and they all have a bunch of plug datas and spec comp light. This DAW is FL Studio. Where's the music at? The music doesn't exist. The music is it's a lie. Parents told us. Bro, now everything is off and I still hear. I'm just gonna. Something happened and I can hear the that from before. So I'm gonna go on this one again, and I'm gonna try to see. Actually, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this, and then maybe we can see it visually. What's going on? Actually, I'm just gonna go here as well. If you speak Spanish, you're gonna laugh at this name. It's called Trouble Reflection, and then I call it Niño Cantante. Because it's like a kid singing. Once I activated this, it messed up everything again. I'm noticing it. So something is activating which should not be activated. Oh, it's this one. Why do I have a second one for? I found the issue. Never mind. Let's go to this one again. Yeah, FL does have multi-core processing, by the way, but it utilizes it interestingly. My biggest problem is that I have Niño Cantante. ¿Qué pedo conmigo, güey? No mames. Yeah, no. The problem is I have too many plugins open. Like too many plugins. And they're all heavy. Any Credo Audio plugin is very CPU consuming. So isn't that reverb automation? No, I noticed it was just that I had duplicated sound. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't know why I even have that. Like I have so many sounds in there that I don't really need. That's why my computer is also dying for that reason. Let's see. Yes, that's the problem. I have this duplicated. Why? I'm gonna get rid of this shit. And then, yeah, let's see. It was just a joke, Nasco. I absolutely love your plugins, bro. They're actually like literally the best I've ever used. Yeah, they're really really good. What was I using Spire for? If they're disabled and they're off, I'm just gonna destroy, like remove them. And they were getting routed to some place which of course has plugins. I'm not gonna clean the project right now. I'm sorry guys, but I checked it out, but I gotta be honest. I gotta watch the stream that you uploaded because I don't fully understand everything. Like I just I like to work fast and like quickly. I don't like to go too much in depth into things, and I feel like to my maximum capacity of technicality for a compressor is spec comp light. But spec comp, it just goes a little bit way like too deep into it, like understanding the curves and everything. I mean, I understand. Like I'm pretty much a nerd as well, but I just haven't checked it out because of that. But I installed it. Like I have it downloaded, sure. And yeah, spec comp 3. It's here. I don't like this. Nope. Yeah, no, this doesn't work at all. And then this and this not. Perfect. So this goes here. Oh. No, never mind. I was doing something. This is what I don't want, I think. What did I even do? Okay, so this is what I don't want. This is what I don't want. Yeah. Remember when I loaded a sound from FL Cloud and then my computer just crashed? I'm gonna look for another snare buildup. I don't want to make another one, okay? This is the one that I tried loading in. And then my computer crashed, remember? So let's see. I'm gonna save it beforehand. Okay, we move this in, right? And this in, then I cut it. Nothing happened. What the hell? No crashes. Yeah, last time it just crashed. FL, bro. This thing is horrible. I want another one. Oh, that sounds good. I'm just gonna use this as a layer. I swear to God, if this crashes while streaming again, because you're gonna think I'm crazy. Luco, yeah, I do kind of miss the progression in tracks though. It should be like a whole journey. Hmm. How do you treat sidechain? For sidechain, I specifically add compactor, so I can make sure that the kick cuts through the mix completely. So I don't know where the kick is, but actually I do. So this is the kick. Then I send it out to different channels. I literally just right click it and then sidechain to this track. And then I use compactor where I link it to the kick. And then I put the hold really short and then also the release really like almost at zero. And it sounds like Rin mod. ring mod sidechain. So there's a lot of noise going on. But then I add sidechain with kickstart. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it sounds really clean, and that's what I've been doing. I'd use kickstart, but I use it before my compactor. So even after the sidechain that I already do, which is just a volume sidechain, then I add a compactor, which adds ring mod. It makes everything sound dirty. It's really cool. I wish you guys could hear this with the master on because that's how I produce. Oh, I thought it was going to crash for a little bit, but you guys were able to hear it. And then my actual master, it turns into a robot. Yeah, like we couldn't, that didn't work. God Particle, there's something really good about these plugins, great audio, but I hate the fact that they're so CPU heavy, bro. But they're literally my, besides Nasco's plugins, they're my favorite. And then this is, yeah, it just messes everything up. Oh, so I added a snare and I forgot. Oh my, why did it go all the way here? So move right. No, move left. This is so stupid, bro. Why did it? Oh, it was actually middle. I'm Juan. I'm Juan. What? I can't scroll, bro. Something's going on with my computer. Oh, and it's actually so freaking hot right now. Someone asked how to get this view. Just click here and then compact. This is my favorite view because you can still change the stair separation, and yeah, that's why. But if you do like compact alt or some other compact 2 is also good. I just like really, actually I'm gonna make it bigger, but when the new FL came out, I was using extra large because I thought like, oh, I can add plugins like this. It's so cool, which was interesting, but question for Nasco: have you seen this plugin yet? I cannot open it because I'm not allowed to show it, but have you seen this plugin yet? This one? It's so freaking good, bro. And it reminded me so much of one of the plugins you worked on. I cannot name it, but they actually took it to another level. It's really good. I'm sure you've seen it. I want to know what you think of it. Yeah. So you recommend producing with Master FPS on? Master Effects on. I recommend it if your computer. The reason why I do it is because it just inspires me. You know, I want to get a full festival feel as I'm producing, and if I don't have my master on, I don't usually feel anything extraordinary. I just feel like, oh, I'm listening to music. But if I have my master on, it's like everything's punching through. Everything's really interesting. So that's why I have my master on all the time, bro. Except for when I'm streaming and I can't really do much with my computer. Um, how do you add that separator? So basically, you click on an insert and then you dock it to the right. Whatever it's called, this bars thing. Like for example, for the breaks, I like to make sure that my bass is like my main sound. And I like to visually see that as well. So if I change it to waveform, it's not as interesting. So, yo, Sefring, what's up, bro? How many plugins do you have? Do you want to count them? And this is actually not all the ones that I have. These are just the ones that I use. So, and let's also not forget about my Studioverse plugins because I have full access to every single Waves plugins, which if you can see here, this just takes it to another level. Like this is all the reverbs that I have from Waves and then all the delays, all the effects, EQs. Like I gotta say, I have a lot of plugins. But as I was telling you before, also I forgot to mention, but even Plug Data's plugins that I have. Shout out to Nasco. He makes all of these plugins. These are all really good. I should install the other one. So Spec Comp 3. Nice. So yeah, these are other plugins which I really suggest you guys check out. I especially use this one called Spec Comp Lite 2. And this one's basically like a OTT, but it has 512 bands, if I'm not wrong. And then you can change the output, sort of like sound to pink noise. And that's really what I like about it. So it's really good. It's actually really fucking good. I wish more plugins followed this pink noise cure. To me, it just feels so pleasing. So yeah, I can show you guys something cool I've been doing. I'm just gonna pause it for now because I like to work on music like this, where I'm just like, then I open another project, then I come back to a project, etc. Like I don't let me show you that. Let me show you something really cool I made with one of the Nasco plugins. I mean, it's not extraordinary, but it's something interesting that I've been testing out. Sort of like a new chain that I've been creating thanks to the Nasco plugins. And maybe, yeah, what reverbs and delays are your main? I mean, reverb wise, I like Fruity Reverb, to be honest. Yeah. So this track, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play it, but I'm gonna disable the vocals. I'm definitely not able to play it. This is the new style that I'm making, right? But where's the vocals? I think it's this one. I mean, I'm here just to show one sound, and it's basically this sound. Where's the vocal? Okay, so the vocal I'm gonna disable this sound. So actually, let me play the drums and then that sound. I think it's really like it's like taste the sound, and I've been testing out something specifically because of a plugin that Nasco made. So it sounds like. Wait. Why is it still lagging if I don't have much things open? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to disable God Particle. Fuck God Particle. Basically, this sound, if you listen without any effects, sounds like... Which is good, but it's a little bit too... I mean, it's just a bongo. So with this, it sounds almost liquid, and I'm using Spectral Mask from Nasco. I think it's like 79%, and then I'm using Spec Comp on top, white noise, and then it's basically all the way up almost. But this creates, this really liquid kind of sound. I don't know, and I mean, this is just one track. I I don't think I'm gonna be able to play anything, but this song sounds horrible without my master, because then everything has too much dynamics, so it messes up my. I cannot play it for you guys right now, but yeah, this is something I wanted to show you real quick. Last thing, because I haven't shown you guys this ever, but this is how I made the main bass for my track with Rico 56, which I released last. Actually, I was gonna say last month, but it was like 2 months ago. But yeah, I'll show you. No, that's not released yet. But the one I'm about to show you is released, and I want to show you guys because of the processing that I did to the bass. You know, in order for me to get the bass to be so unique, I created a new chain specifically using Nasco's plugins. It's a combination of all of it. So let me show you. All right. It's like this. I'm gonna describe it while it loads. It's like this harmonic, spectral, crunchy bass. That's how I would describe it. It's the one I'm about to show you is released, but the one I just showed you, which has those, it's unreleased. Yeah. It's a song I made last week. Yo, what's up, OLED? Do you guys have any suggestions on how to improve this live stream? I'm gonna connect my camera at one point, so we can have a higher quality, because right now using my computer sucks. Also, I think I need to get a screen, like a monitor, because I'm just using my computer directly, and then I'm just gonna get like a cheap Huawei monitor, to be honest. My girlfriend bought a monitor, a Huawei monitor, which I found to be good for her, but then I saw it and it's like so freaking good, and it's like $80. So I might get that instead of something extreme. But so this song has a bass, and I don't think it's here. Is it? Drop bass. Drop bass. Lead. No, that's the vocals. Okay, never mind. Maybe I have to open an older file. Yeah, because this is not. There's nowhere that includes. Yeah, but this sound basically. So this sound. Let me show you how I made it. So, okay. I need to open an older version. Give me 1 second, guys. I think it's worth it because it's a really, really cool sound. But projects-wise, I think it's somewhere else. Don't read the names. Don't read the names. I think I'm just going to go for something like this. That should work. Secondary monitor would be easy for reading. Yeah, because right now I'm using my phone. Bigger face cam would look good. Like I've said, I can just connect my camera. I just don't have a recorder right now. You can make that with Rift. That sound with Rift. I don't have. I mean, I have Rift because of FL Cloud, but I did not make it with Rift. And I think it's still an interesting sound. Let me show you real quick. So basically, this is the sound. Oh. It sounds a little bit different now. Wait, sounds a little bit different. Sounds a little bit different because I lost all the information here. Yeah, this is what happened. See, this is something that I'm having so much trouble with NASCO. But anytime I update anything, if I open an older project, then my spec comp is destroyed. Like this is not working, and this was not working either. But yeah, let me just reopen it. I don't do anything crazy anyways, so I'm just gonna do 75. I think it was. I'm gonna do like this. Yeah, these are the older versions, and when I updated plug data, everything got messed up in a way. I don't know how, but anyways, so this sound is pretty interesting because without any effects, it sounds like. So yeah, there's a lot of let me turn this on. The only thing that's happening is pitch bending, right? Down, 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 down. Like that's the only thing. So then I added a filter verse, of course. I'm gonna disable everything. Filter verse is what's adding a tone to this, but that's not the whole magic about this, all right? So stay with me. So this is filter verse, and it's adding some sort of Robocomb. Sounds like. The thing is, it sounds cool, but it's way too all over the place. It's uncontrolled. So here's where I absolutely love this one called Spectral Mask, and this thing really masks all the frequencies I didn't want. But hear me out. Let's listen to this. Let me actually turn off my master because now it doesn't make sense. So. See how it sounds now? Like liquid almost? I don't remember the exact amount I used, so it must have been something like 78, possibly. So let's listen to this again. Maybe it was like 72, 71. So listen to this. Yeah, it sounds like bad quality, right? But hear me out. I'm getting rid of the lows after this. And then I add corrosion, which adds noise. And then it gets high quality. But then I'm like, I want this to have more consistency. So this is where I add this compressor. Corrosion is a plugin that puts noise into anything. And I think it's just a erosion replica. So if you're using Ableton, you don't need this. What plugin is that? This is corrosion. Also, EDM Ghost Market. You send me a lot of messages asking if I want to buy Ghost. Do you think I want to buy Ghost, bro? So then it's Spec Compliant. There's this one. Then I use pink noise, and then this, and when we activate it, without it, and then we add it. And then I make everything wider. I'm sure I did something else in Spec Comp because right now it just felt like it completely got rid of the energy, but I'm telling you, there was something else. Maybe I added some makeup, and maybe I changed the attack or something. No, it was all the way up now that I think about it. And maybe the smooth. Maybe it was release. No, this is not fresh air. Regular curb. Yeah, maybe it was regular curb. You're right. Yeah, it was something like this. Because now it sounds really good, I think. And then you add the drums. Still needs a lot more energy in
I think I'm losing my
So that's what happened. Yeah, that's an older project. I made the thing in an older project, and then we worked on a new project where, because it was way too heavy PC wise, CPU wise. I mean, so that's what I ended up with. I'm addicted to doing streaming. I think it's just as I was telling everybody, it feels like talking to a friend. And I was just telling my fiance how you know being a producer and being always home just gets lonely sometimes. So it's like and also videos online and then like getting a ton of likes and shit doesn't feel like you're interacting with anybody, to be honest. Okay, so just the stream is loading sometimes. Ah, my bad. I don't have a bad internet, so I don't know. Maybe it's just again the computer, bro. Maybe it's just the computer. Um, the plugin I show you isn't like fresh air. Corrosion generates white noise, and then based on your envelope, it just follows any sound that you're playing through it with white noise. But um, fresh air is basically just an EQ, and it's just boosting the high frequencies. But it's supposed to be boosting beyond 20K, so that's why it creates like fresh air. But yeah, I prefer Mag EQ for that. If you want me to help you fix those older patches, let me know. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. I mean, it's all working. It was just that folder basically. The stream is loading. Kind of annoying. My bad, Eddie. It's my second stream of all my life. So, what do you expect, broski? Ethernet cable. Damn. Yeah. Is 128 usually your go-to, or do you fluctuate? I I like 140 more than 128 nowadays. So my if you listen to my music, any of my latest tracks, they're all 138, 135, 140. Because I find it more interesting. I find like it has way more internet, more energy. 128 feels kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie. Like it just feels dull in a way. I always used FL, bro. Always. I'm on FL. Not even. Not only do I use FL only, but like, um, if you use my link to buy FL, I get a affiliate commission. I'm getting access to DOS. I think like maybe 8 years ago, I saw Bitwig, and I tried it out, but it was really bad at the time. Now I'm seeing that a couple producers are using it, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it looks wonderful. And then Ableton, anytime I go to a friend's house, they all use Ableton. So I just mess up with their projects, and I know how to use Ableton in and out. But I just don't. I don't know. I'm comfortable with FL. I think it's also cool to be loyal to 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 a company like this that's loyal to me. Like they're really really good with me. I'm telling you, like thanks to them, I've gotten uh, brand partnerships. I've met so many awesome people thanks to them. And I mean, it's always like it should be like a full circle, right? So when I met the guys from FL, I introduced them to so many people during ADE. Now that someone mentioned it, I introduced them to so many other like plugin developers, etc. So I feel like I have a great relationship with FL, and I really like it. I just really like it. The only reason why I would change to Ableton is just because of Skrillex. If Skrillex reaches out to me and he's like, "Yo, I want to make a song with you, but you have to send me an Ableton project," like I would go on Ableton. That's the only reason I would do it. But there's no other producer that would make me do that. Um, you know, I just like it. I like working with it. If there's any issue, I just tell the developers like, "Yo, this happened," and then they fix it. Like I don't I FL is so good, bro. Yeah. ¿Vas a ir este año a ID? No, la verdad no pienso ir a menos que toque y me paguen los vuelos. It's all good, bro. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Esker. Hello, Mr. Prod J or J J Egg. FL is kind of a trap. Reaper, bro. I've heard about it. I started from the good old BandLab and Soundtrap to FL, and I don't regret it. It's a journey for real. I think BandLab is really good, and I don't mean it just because I work with them closely too. Uh, I mean it because when they reached out to me, like, "Yo, I want you to make some videos for us." When they reached out to me, I always tell them like, "Let me just try it first. If it's trash, I'm never gonna promote your shit." So I checked it out, and honestly, it turns out BandLab is quite good. I I mean, there's no limit to it besides the fact that you can't open VSTs, external VSTs, but you got some really cool stuff going there. And then you can always break BandLab, which is good. Like there's some interesting sounds I made there that I don't know if I would be able to make on FL because there's some stuff that it's not meant to do what it's supposed to do. So that's also fun about it. You rather stay in future bounds and become a legend or base out and become rich? What the fuck is that question, bro? You think I make base house so I can become rich? You're you're pretty lost if you think I'm making any money from base house. Or you think you're pretty lost if you think I made any money from future bounce. So any money I make it other ways. Still music related, but yeah. What happened to the Nintendo ID? I don't know. I just left it there. It still exists. In one of my hard drives. It makes sense to have your go-to DAW. Yeah, but I think once you get to a point where you understand everything about DAWs or everything about your DAW, then it's actually quite easy to understand any other DAW. Really. Unless it's like some modular shit. But even it's just the workflow that you don't really get, but you know exactly what everything does when you look at it. That's just experience. Caramel by Mesto, what's the genre of it? Minimal bass tech house? I have no clue. I don't make that genre, so I don't know. And I'm not very interested into knowing what genre that is, to be honest. What would you ever go back to your old future bounce style? I mean, this is basically a combination, bro. You gotta understand that people evolve. I don't think I would go back to future bounce because it sounds childish. It sounds like, listen, the way I look at anything I make is 100% related to the current mental and physical and life state I'm at. So if I make a song that feels empowering, maybe I'm feeling down. If I make a song that feels sad or nostalgic, maybe it's because that's how I'm feeling in real life. And that's where what I try to do in my career. This thing you guys look at so many producers that are just focusing on, oh, this label, this other label. I give zero f's about that, bro. And I really think music is just something I have to do, and it's a, I mean, therapy in a way. So if I don't do it, I feel so bad about myself, bro. I swear. Whenever I don't make music, I feel shit. Whenever I make music, I make it because I have to. You know, am I gonna make Future Bounce? I can't say yes because I don't feel like making it. But if at some point I feel like making it, I'll make it. But I think that has come to an end. And not because of labels or not because anyone else is making it, but just because I don't feel like doing so. You know? Like I've said, you're one of the things about making music too is that you're constantly looking for that one thing that inspires you. And if there's literally zero input of future bounds, how am I going to get inspired? By listening to older songs? I've already got inspired by those. By the way, you could get like a Mac Mini for cheap and have a capture card so you offload all the stream's performance impact to the Mac Mini. Is it possible? I want to understand how that is, how that happens, but I'm going to look it up. I don't think I'm that bad. Um, I kind of want to get a better PC, to be honest, instead of getting like an extra PC. I think maybe in 2 months or maybe next month or whenever I can, financially speaking, I'll probably go and buy a new computer that can handle all of it. Um, I've really been wanting to get like a better MacBook Pro. I mean, it's there's been new updates on this. The M1 is really good. Like I have zero issues, but I'm just thinking maybe I want to open my master and just work with my master on and not have any problems. But you have to think like, bro, what I'm using is overkill. Like I've had like 64 gigabytes of RAM, and I always reach the limit, bro. If that's my problem. If I know I have a limit, I will reach it because I love plugins and effects and adding as much stuff as possible. So I'm gonna consider the possibility of having a separate streaming. I mean, I have an extra MacBook Air M3 that I could use for the streaming, maybe because it's a computer my wife, not my wife, my fiance bought, and she's not using it, so maybe I can just um yeah, no, this computer doesn't have 64. I just meant like in the past I had another computer, Windows computer, before I wanted to have something portable, and I always like, okay, so I'm gonna try that technique. Okay, I'm gonna use my fiance's computer, and then that's how I'm gonna be streaming now. Double computer, double Mac. I'm just gonna check how to do it. But next one for tomorrow, for the stream tomorrow, I'll definitely do that. But I think for now I'm gonna stop because I have to go cook. It's 12:30 p.m. and I like to eat at around 1:30. So I'm gonna go make some. You might need to get a capture card. I already have one, but it's really high, really low quality. Um, it's like an older Amazon one. Like it's not even Elgato or anything. So exactly. Poop? No. I need to eat. I need to go cook. For music, you don't need a lot of RAM unless you use a lot of samples and sounds ever. But yeah. Thank you so much for joining. I'm honestly surprised someone sent a donation. Uh Shout out to the guy that did. Send you guys a big hug. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I'll see you guys I think tomorrow. I'm having a friend that's coming over to make music, so maybe I'll do a stream while we try to cook something, you know. But yeah, I'm already cooking. Thank you so much, Nasco. Sending everyone a big hug. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow or today later on. All right. From now on, I think the idea of what I want to do is anytime I make, okay, that's gonna be my. I don't know why I feel like doing this, but there's something I don't understand yet that's happening. Anytime I make music, I'm gonna stream. Okay, so anytime I'm here, I'll see you. I'll see you soon. YouTube a lot fees. Also, man, we'll stream on Twitch. I can donate here. Also, YouTube a lot. Ed Sheeran, what's up? Thank you so much. Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys soon. All right. I don't really care about the donation thing, to be honest. I can probably just make a separate donation link, you know? Um, I don't know. We'll consider that. We'll consider that. If you want to support me, you can always go to store.jsk.com and just get anything from there. There's stuff like it's like $3 even. All right. Send you guys